Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Darrell Brooks saga. On today's episode, we're going to continue with another officer. This is after Darrell was at the parade and he saw him leave the car. Just a content warning before this. I try to keep my channel without curses and everything. I don't say them, but if someone in the courtroom says it, that's part of the trial. So be aware that there's going to be an F word thrown around. But yeah, before we get to the video, say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking the video, for subscribing. We're almost at 2,100 subscribers, which is great. It's so awesome to be with you. And be on the lookout for tomorrow's video, because I know that it's a fan favorite. And I know that he was one of the standouts of the trial. But yeah, let's go into the video.
Statement called next witness.
State calls Ralph Salyers.
The first thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Ralph Salyers III, R-A-L-P-H. Last is S-A-L-Y-E-R-S.
Thank you. Go ahead.
1 second.
Sir, how are you employed?
The city of Wauwatosa Police Department.
What county is that in?
It's in Milwaukee.
Not Waukesha.
Correct.
And you can call it, this is one thing that I see, you can call it karma, you can call it fate, you can call it work of God, but somehow a cop was walking his dog in the same area where Darrell Brooks was trying to escape. Like, how lucky we are that this person decided to go there and walk his dog and see Darrell Brooks try to escape.
Do you recall where you were on the afternoon of November 21st, 2021?
Yes, I was at the Waukesha Christmas Parade.
In downtown Waukesha?
Yes.
What were you doing there?
I was attending the parade with my family. My daughters were walking in the parade with their dance team.
Were you on duty?
No.
That was not the extreme dance team, was it?
No, it was Liberty Dance.
Okay. Did you watch them go down the parade route and perform?
Yes.
Do you remember where you were standing when that happened?
Yes, I was standing on the southeast corner of Maple and Main.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Curry Insurance Building?
No.
Okay. Do you remember any other businesses or landmarks in that area?
The corner where we were standing, there's a parking lot right there. It's like one of the only parking lots in the area.
Did you leave the parade at some point?
Yes, once my daughter's the team passed by, we went to pick them up at the Cutler Park, which was the rallying area for after the parade.
Where is Cutler Park in relation to where you were observing the parade?
Would be about a block south and a block east.
Okay. Are there any public landmarks in that area other than the park itself?
The library's right there.
The Waukesha Library?
Yes.
What happened after you got to the Waukesha Library?
We picked my two girls up, and we were intending to go back and finish the parade, but it was a little cold and windy, and we decided to head home.
And one thing that you have to notice is that Darrell Brooks is very silent right now. He's not saying a thing because he's busy looking up the paperwork and reading the police report that he put on. He doesn't care about this part of the examination.
So what happened next?
We were walking back. I had driven separately. I came later to the parade to surprise them. So I had driven separately, and we walked back to the middle school parking lot where my wife had parked. My wife and her mother-in-law and my youngest daughter left with her, and then my older daughter and I continued to walk toward my vehicle.
What happened as you were walking towards your vehicle?
Look at that. There he is, just reading his police report, trying to find something to hang on with.
As we were walking south down Maple, on the east side of the sidewalk, I saw an SUV driving behind the houses on the west side of Maple, and I just assumed it was driving in a alley or a driveway. as I lost visual of the SUV, was driving behind houses, I heard a crash, which I'm familiar with vehicle crashes. It sounded like a vehicle crash. The vehicle then emerged a little bit further south from behind one of the residences there and drove down the driveway of that residence toward the street, toward my daughter and I.
And then what happened?
I saw that the front end of the SUV was severely damaged, and put two and two together, thought the damage was from the crash I had just heard. So the vehicle came eastbound down the driveway toward the sidewalk. I was standing across the street from it, and then it came to a stop. I saw the driver of the vehicle exit the vehicle. He came around to the front of the vehicle, looked at it, and yelled, "Fuck," and appeared to be panicked, went back and got items out of the driver's side of the vehicle, and then ran southbound.
And this is what I mean. He wasn't even supposed to be at the parade. He just surprised his family by being there. And then he was just walking with his daughter to his car, and he was there to saw Darrell Brooks, where he ended up abandoning the red SUV and watch him run away. Like, how fortuitous is that? That's something that needed to happen, you know?
The vehicle that you're talking about, do you remember what color it was?
It was a maroon Ford Escape.
What direction was the front of the vehicle facing when it came to a stop?
It's facing east.
And where were you in relation to the vehicle and the street?
I was directly across the street from it on the sidewalk.
Were there any vehicles between you and the red SUV that you've described when you saw the driver get out?
No.
Were there any other obstructions between you and the vehicle as you saw the driver get out?
No.
Do you remember approximately how long, in seconds or minutes, you saw the driver as he was getting out and then leaving?
It was just a few seconds. If I had to guess, 10 to 20.
Okay. And you've already said it was across the street. Do you remember approximately how many feet it would have been between you and the driver?
Objection, speculative.
Overruled. You may answer.
If I had to guess, maybe 50 feet at most.
Again, it's a guess. It doesn't mean for sure. He's just guessing that across the street and from side to side, it was 50 feet.
From one side of the street to the other, plus the length of the vehicle.
Could you describe the lighting conditions at that time in terms of sunlight and street lamps, if there were any?
Objection,
It was-
relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
It was pre-dusk, I would describe it as.
And now that he's finished reading the police report, now he's back into trying to stop any questions that Zach might have, which Mike handles it gracefully. Like he's great, so he knows how to deal with Darrell Brooks.
How would you describe the physical appearance of the driver
What he was wearing?
and any other physical descriptors?
Well, he just looked to be kind of in a panic. Obviously, I just thought he was involved in a crash. And he was wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and blue jeans.
What about race?
I would
Objection.
describe.
Speculative.
Overruled. He may answer.
I would have described him as a light-skinned African-American or possibly Hispanic.
Hey, don't lump it with us. But also, he's asking for the description that he had, Brooks. It cannot be speculative because it's what he will describe it. He's not asking what it was.
And you, in fact, you you gave a statement to a fellow officer shortly after this happened, the next day, is that right?
Yes.
And that's the description you gave to that officer?
Yes.
You've seen news reports about this case in the days or the time since November 21st, is that right?
Yes.
And you've seen photographs of Darrell Brooks in other contexts, is that correct?
Objection, I do not consent to being called that name, nor do I know that individual and his
Go ahead, you may answer the question.
Speculative.
It's not speculative.
It's not speculative, Brooks, and they also never refer to you as Brooks. They refer to some Darrell Brooks, but by now objecting that you don't consent to being called that name, now you pointed the arrow to you as being that person. So hit and a miss.
Clearly.
Yes.
The person you saw get out of the driver's seat of that SUV on November 21st, do you see that person in the courtroom today?
The
Yes.
objection is hearsay. How he's speaking as a first eye-hand witness.
Overruled.
And now let me just steal that, because that phrase is so wrong in so many levels. First of all, he said he's talking as a first eye-hand witness. And I believe that he has his words wrong because he's a first-hand eyewitness. And now the second part of that is that he's complaining that Zach is asking questions like he was there. No, Brooks. He's asking questions as someone who saw a video of what happened, knows what happened, and he's just asking questions to the witness.
I believe he answered, but could you state it again?
Yes, I see him. He's sitting at the defense table wearing a suit with a blue tie and a white surgical mask.
And just to be thorough, could we please have Mr. Brooks remove his mask for a moment?
Please. Mr. Brooks, please remove your mask. Thank you. The record should reflect the mask has been removed.
And now both Zach and the judge call him Mr. Brooks, and he had no objection. So that means that he is Darrell Brooks. I think he was not thinking about that in that moment.
How confident are you in your identification today?
100%.
100.
Is your identification in court today colored in any way by seeing pictures of Mr. Brooks in other contexts?
Objection speculative.
Overruled. He may answer.
No.
Can you describe the difference, if any, between Mr. Brooks' appearance today and his appearance on November 21st?
Objection hearsay and speculative.
It's neither one of those things. The objection is overruled. The witness may answer.
Objection is irrelevant.
It is relevant. He may answer.
Not if he identified me already, so he said.
Mr. Brooks, please. The objection's been overruled. The witness may answer.
He's got very short hair right now, and he didn't then.
What did his hair look like on November 21st?
Objection
Overruled. You may answer.
relevancy.
It's relevant how you look now and how you looked back then, Brooks, because you, as you said it before, were like you know that I had longer hair before and now I don't have it. How do you know that I cut it? Like, you present these questions, so now Zach has to be thorough. He has to make it clear what he's saying.
Go ahead. You may answer, sir.
He had longer hair.
I'm going to ask that we put up for the witness only exhibit number 65, please.
Go ahead.
Do you see a video on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
We're going to play a few moments from that video just to give you a chance to see if you recognize what's shown. Okay, that's good. We played 7 seconds out of the total of 36 seconds on this. But you recognize that video?
Yes.
What does it show?
It shows me walking southbound on the east side sidewalk of Maple, just south of, I think that's Prospect, walking my dog Elvis and walking with my oldest daughter Ava.
Is that an accurate depiction of that scene as you saw it that day?
Objection.
Overruled.
Move
You may
exhibit.
answer.
Yes.
Thank you.
Move exhibit 65 into evidence and ask to publish.
Exhibit 65 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Objection relevancy.
It's relevant, Brooks. We've been talking about it the whole time. It's relevant because we're going to see what happened, what he just said that it happened.
Overruled.
This is 36 seconds Let's play it through one time at 100% speed, please.
I also took the creative freedom to enhance the zoom in the second part of the video, so you guys can see clearly what happens, because right now as they have it, it's kind of hard to see the distance.
You can go ahead.
They're the ones over here. You guys cannot see it, but oh, there you go. I had to enhance it, so you're gonna see Brooks come out on with the white truck over there in that house. There it is, and he runs away.
Go back to the beginning and pause it at the beginning there. Do you see yourself at the beginning of this video?
Yes.
Could you circle yourself for us? That's a touch screen, just use your finger. Thank you. We can clear that. You're the only person walking a dog in this video, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's play, and we'll pause at another point. We'll pause there at 4 seconds. You mentioned Prospect. Could you draw a line down Prospect for us?
Top right corner.
Okay, so that's the only cross street we can see clearly in the video? Correct?
Yes.
And do you see any vehicles on Prospect at this point?
See 2.
Could you circle the one with...
Clearly more than 2 vehicles.
On Prospect.
I'll
was the question.
clarify.
No, you said on Prospect.
Yeah.
He answered. His answer my stand.
Yeah, Darrell Brooks is not paying attention. They just clarified which one was Prospect and what he was talking about. So he's not even looking at the video.
Where's Prospect? Where are you referring?
He already drew a line. The witness would redraw the line for Mr. Brooks. Thank you.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Do either of those vehicles have, appearing to you today, to have an inoperable headlight?
Yes.
Which one? If you could circle it, please.
Objection leading.
It's not leading. He may answer.
Thank you. We can clear that. And we'll resume at 4 seconds, please.
Yeah, it's really hard to see it after he goes through this.
Pause.
Oh, there it is.
Paused at 27 seconds. Do you see on the video right now the person you recall being the driver of that vehicle?
Yes.
Could you please circle that person for us?
Over there.
I'd like to mark and preserve this annotation as Exhibit 65A, please, and move it into evidence.
Objection. Hearsay.
It's not hearsay, Brooks. It's a video. The person that they're talking with is in that video. So it's not in any way, it's not hearsay. He saw you with his own eyeballs.
The objection is overruled. Exhibit 65A is received. Go ahead.
Yes, please. The clothing worn by the person you just circled, does that match your memory of what the driver was wearing that day?
Yes.
Okay. And let's play from this point, 27 seconds. And we'll stop there. From the 27-second point to the end of the video, the person who you circled, does that match your memory of what the driver did that day after he got out of the SUV?
Yes.
What did you do next?
I attempted to call 911 to report a crash.
If we could take the video down, please. Did you get through on the first call?
No.
What about the second?
No.
Third?
No.
Did you eventually get through?
4th time.
Objection. Hearsay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the answer. The objection is overruled. Could you please restate your answer, sir?
I believe I got through on the 4th attempt.
And that's when you reported what you saw?
Yes.
And that's how busy the lines were at that point, because obviously when it happened, this is like a minute or less than a minute after it happened, but everyone was calling 911 to get help for the victims. So that's why he couldn't get through it right away.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Any questions on cross-exam for this witness?
I do.
And let me this is a very basic witness in the whole scheme of things. He just was walking there, saw Darrell Brooks, and then saw him run away. That's all he did. It took him 10 minutes to get through the witness. I still have 25 minutes of video of Darrell Brooks asking questions, and that's me editing down. So that could have been like 40 in real life.
We pull that exhibit back up again and publish.
5 will be shown. Go ahead.
And publish.
Granted. Permission granted to publish. It's been received. Let me know, jurors, when 65 is in the jury box. It's up. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, why does this pause right now? It's not playing, it's at 0.
Right?
Would it be fair to say that to the, I guess that would be my right of the screen, you can see a white looking SUV by the walkway where people would be able to cross the street? Would that be fair to say?
Right.
Yes.
And would it be fair to say that the side street that you lined as being Prospect, I think you said it was, where the 2 do not enter signs are, that would be the side street you're referring to? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that from the position that you're in, approximately here,
Right.
and the side street being here,
And just so the record is clear, Mr. Brooks has annotated the touch screen with a line depicting the direction of Prospect, intersecting with the street, the perpendicular street. I apologize, I don't remember the name, and then an X where
Prospect, you said?
Prospect is the street in the direction of the line, but there's a cross street there.
Okay.
But the X is indicating where this witness, his dog, and his daughter are in the video.
And I have a problem with this annotation right off the bat, because that's not the crossway of Prospect. If it was, there will be a line from the from one of the do not stop to the other to do not stop. He's marking the other street. He's wrong. He's just wrong, like all the time.
Go ahead.
So from where you're positioned right here by the X,
Yes.
you can see down this street from the position you're in.
And again, I remember this in my first go at this, and I know I said that's not how eyesight works. Your eyes doesn't go in the sidewalk and then go through the crosswalk and then go up the street. You can look there directly from one point to another in a straight line, Brooks. That's not how eyesight works.
No.
So how were you able to see if a vehicle would be coming from this way from the position you're at?
I didn't see the vehicle driving on Prospect. I saw it driving behind the houses through the yards.
Yeah.
So you were able to see the vehicle behind houses.
Yeah.
Between houses, behind
You said
houses.
behind. You said behind.
Right, through the yards behind the houses.
And you were able to see that from where you were.
Yes.
Can we take those marked lines and stuff down?
Yeah, what he's referring to is that between each house, behind the houses, right? But between each house, there's a separation, a little aisle. And he saw you drive through those aisles.
Can you play it a little bit? I'll tell you when to pause.
You just confirm you want its full speed?
Yeah, I guess that would be regular, whatever is the regular speed.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Would it be fair to say from?
Do you want it paused?
Oh no, not yet. Just you can let it play. I'll say. I think it's 36 seconds. So, would it be fair to say from?
Shut
Well,
up.
hold on. The video's showing, so wait till it's done playing and then ask a question. Or have us pause where you want it paused.
Pause. So it's paused at 18 seconds for the record. Would it be fair to say that in the 18 seconds shown to this point, you're pretty much just walking the dog, moving around, just walking normal? You don't make any sudden moves to the left to look, or you don't stop in your tracks or anything. You're just walking along. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also made reference to hearing a crash. What point did you hear the crash?
Sometime while a vehicle was driving behind the houses.
Why didn't you immediately stop in your tracks and say you just heard something? Why did you just keep moving as if you heard anything? Nothing.
I just turned my head to see if I could see anything, and I didn't see anything.
And so you just kept moving.
Correct.
So basically,
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. He just heard something and move along. Like there are noises in the street every day. Nothing, even it was not loud enough to be like, oh, something happened.
it was just like, oh, do, walking the dog.
Yes.
I really dislike that representation.
Can you play? Pause it. Would it be fair to say that another roughly 8 seconds to play, from 18 seconds to 26 seconds, still you didn't stop in your tracks, still you didn't turn to look at the other side of the street in any manner? You're continuing doing what you're doing. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Why so nonchalant?
When the vehicle emerged from the back of the house, I saw that it was damaged, and then in my mind, I knew what I had heard.
With all respect, that wasn't the question. Why so nonchalant at that point?
I didn't think it was anything of great emergency at that point. I just figured that an intoxicated driver may have just struck another vehicle in the back of that alley, and now he was going to take off and run.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't on the street. He didn't saw a person get hit. So why would he react in another way that he did? He was just like, someone struck something. And he didn't even stroke a car. It was a log that was on the driveway.
And being being in law enforcement, why would you not investigate that if you heard something crash? Why, being an officer of the law, why would you not investigate that if you heard that?
I was with my daughter, and I would in no way put her in harm's way.
Yeah.
Well, I would think it would be fair to say that you can handle yourself. You're obviously a officer of the law. You're trained to be able to handle yourself. Would it be fair to say that you could have at least investigated the sound that you heard, the sound like a crash, at least?
No, he was with her daughter. Even though he might be able to handle himself, you said it, himself. He was with his dog and his daughter. If someone were to happen to him, what happens with with his daughter and the dog, Elvis? You know, it's not safe. You call backup. You call 911, which is what he did.
Objection. Argumentative.
Grounds.
Sustained. It's also a compound question. Please rephrase.
So all these thoughts, maybe it was just a drunk driver and they're gonna run anyway, and all these thoughts, and that never piqued your interest to investigate?
Sometimes being a good witness is the best thing to do.
That's a great saying, and that goes for everyone. Getting involved with something is not always the right choice. Just seeing what happened, getting the information, and passing that information along, it's very helpful. I don't want anyone getting involved in something and then going wrong, which I've seen I've seen a lot of videos about in body cams. That happens a lot. So just be mindful out there.
That's why I called 911 to report it immediately.
Yeah,
Now that's fair, but
it is.
being an officer of the law, you're right there.
Again,
Objection. That's not a question. Also asked and answered. Also argumentative.
Sustained as to the form of the question. You don't need to answer, sir. Next question, please.
What if someone may have been hurt at that point? You don't think you would have an obligation to investigate if someone may have been injured at that point?
that's why I called 911.
Yeah, it's not his obligation to intervene. He was off duty. He didn't have his gun. He was in civilian clothes. So who will think that he is a cop?
Can you play the rest of the video?
We sure can. Go ahead.
It did a weird little motion thing. That's probably from the camera. I would guess. But in that entire video, is it fair to say that you did not reach for a phone and take out a phone from your pockets or anything in any way? That be fair to say?
I can't tell if I did from the video itself. I know.
So
that
when
I
did you make the call?
At some point after you started running.
Who is you?
You.
The defendant, the driver of the vehicle.
So how long after you saw the driver of the vehicle did you make the 911 call?
Within seconds, I believe.
Is it fair to say that we don't see that on the video?
The video is very small at that point. It's hard to
Is
see.
it fair to say we don't see you do that on the video?
Yes.
Can we pull the video back up?
Why? We already saw it.
Can
3
you
times.
take it to 27 seconds and pause at 27? Can you, maybe 28. I may be mistaken. Maybe just go one more second. Maybe to 28. Or you know what? No. Keep your pause right there. Would it be fair to say that you noticed the vehicle in this area right there?
Yes.
Can you remove the X?
And this is new information, right? The SAG never talked about the vehicle. He only talked about the subject. So he's bringing new information to the jury that the vehicle is there.
And what do you see right there?
You.
I don't understand.
Do you see anything right there? An individual, anything? Do you see anything right there?
It's
inside
hard to
the
tell
circle?
from that picture what I can see.
Can you move it? Can we blow it up a little bit or move it closer? Just a little bit?
I don't know that it can be zoomed in. Does that
Can
the
it-
state
can
have
it be
that
zoomed in?
capability?
So we can zoom in, as long as the defendant's okay with dispensing with any technological foundation issues there. But we can zoom in.
We have the ability to do that.
Yeah?
Would you like it zoomed in?
What do you mean by not? Say that again? I'm sorry.
We can zoom in if you want to.
Can you zoom in just a little bit? Just a smidge.
That's the extent of our zooming capabilities with this
No,
software.
that's fine. That's fine. Can you see anything there?
It looks like something white. I don't know if that's the driver.
Looks like something white.
Yes, it's light colored.
White color what?
It's light colored.
Light color, but you did say white. Is that fair to say that you just said white?
I just did say white.
He said white and then clarified to light color because the video is blurry and really far away and zoomed in. So your gray sweater, it looks white from this point.
Can you erase the circle? Zoom back out. Take it's like a box there in the corner that's kind of throwing the whole exhibit off. Take it back to the regular. You testified earlier that you saw the driver with gray hoodie, as you referred to it. Do you recall saying that?
Yes.
What I just circled right there, would you, from your recollection, say that that was the driver you saw?
I don't know what that is at this point.
You don't-
It's
you
just
don't
a
know?
paused video. It could be a glare. It could be a person. I don't know. If you could play it again.
Well, let's play it again.
From the 27th.
Stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah, from the 27 mark.
He really screams in this episode. Like I've been having a lot of times having to lower his volume, but then I have to up it. He yells a lot. But also, you cannot go with the video, Brooks. His testimony is as much evidence as the video is. So whatever he says, that's what he means, not whatever the video shows, because the video can have different colors.
I think it just played maybe half a second or something like that. Did you see that whatever you said you didn't know what it was, could have been a person, could have been something else? Did you see it move from the position that it was before?
Yes.
And you also identified that that was white, right? That's what you said, correct?
Like
I did say that.
And would it be fair to say that you saw the driver in gray? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Right.
Take the circle off.
Please.
You also stated that you were about 50 feet from the well, you added the vehicle in too. You said maybe 50 feet, and then depending on the length of the vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And from where you are here to here, because it would be fair to say we can't see a vehicle in the picture at that point. Would that be fair to say we can't see a vehicle that would be facing you, because you said it was facing you? We can't see a vehicle. Would that be fair to say?
From this angle of vehicles obstructed, yes.
So that would be 50 feet from, approximately 50 feet from X to X.
Yeah.
Approximately.
And you were able to see the driver and a description from where you're standing now to where the other X is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you were able to make out the race of the driver from where you were at.
I guessed.
You
on
guessed.
Raced.
So you're not for certain.
I wasn't for certain at that time.
He's so bad that even his own words trip the witnesses. But yeah, he was just making a guess, Brooks, and you're just across the street. Everyone can make a guess from across the street. It's relatively close.
So what conclusion were you coming to at that point? Just an educated guess, or
Yeah.
Can you explain further?
how
For what?
would it be fair to say that your guess could have been inaccurate?
Could have been.
Could have been, but it wasn't. He got it right.
And you also stated that you saw news reports and a description of the driver on the news. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And you made reference to the driver's hair. Would that be fair to say?
In my testimony, yes.
You brought up the hair is what I'm saying. You said long hair. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And you will be able to see hair if you describe the driver wearing a hoodie?
Yes.
Yes.
You'll be able to see hair and tell the length of the hair.
If it's hanging out of the hoodie, yes.
Well, you didn't say, all fairness, you didn't say it was hanging out of the hoodie. You just referred to the hair.
Yes.
Then how will he know that you had long hair, Brooks? Think about that for 1 second. How would he know that you had long hair if he didn't see it come out of the hoodie? It's common sense.
Objection, that's not a question, and it's argumentative.
Is it?
Hold on, there's been an objection. I believe the witness understood the question, so I'll overrule the objection. His answer may stand. Next question.
Is it any possible way you could have gotten a description from the news reports instead of what you actually recall?
No.
No.
And how did you determine that?
In the report I gave, in my statement, I described what I saw that day, not what I saw in the news.
And you also described 2 different colors of dress. Once you said gray and one you said white. Would that be fair to say?
I said that the item in the video appeared to be white.
Did you not
gracefully jump around the hoop that Darrell Brooks put there, because he's trying to say that because right now he said white and in his testimony he said gray, now that his whole testimony should be thrown out, that was not Darrell Brooks and he was just guessing who it was. That's not how it works, Brooks. You asked him about something on the screen, but he always said that you had a gray sweatshirt.
say that the item moved? As you say item, did you not say the item moved from where it was at?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that there can be no movement to an item if it wasn't a person?
No, I disagree with that statement. It was really windy that day, so it could have been a white plastic bag moving in the wind. So no, I don't agree with that statement.
Yes.
He does. I don't.
A person that you described wearing white.
On the video screen, it appeared white. It appeared light colored or white.
Would it be fair to say that you said white? That was your first?
Yes.
It's fair to say that he also said light color.
At any time in that video, could you see hair?
In the video?
In the video.
You can't see very much in the video. No.
After making the 911 call, did you return back to the scene where you noticed the vehicle?
Yes.
And did you investigate at that point?
Yes.
So what changed from the point that you heard a crash, as you say, and then returning back to where you saw the vehicle? What changed between those times?
As I was talking to the 911 dispatcher, I wanted to give them better details about the vehicle, so I walked back over to.
So at the time that you initially made the 911 call, there were still details about what you saw that you were unsure of. Would that be fair to say?
I believe they asked me what the license plate was, and I couldn't see it from where I was at, so I walked back over to give that to them.
So you couldn't see the license plates of the vehicle from where you were at?
There was no license plate on the front of the vehicle, so I could not see it.
So you came back to investigate if there was a license plates that you can identify?
Yes.
Did you investigate what you may have heard the vehicle strike?
No.
No, they only asked for the license plate. So that's all he took. And this was after you ran away from the vehicle, so there was no more danger in the area.
Any reason why not?
By that time, a large crowd had gathered, and there were sirens. I could hear them in the distance, and the police were responding rather quickly.
So you didn't take the opportunity to see if anyone, from saying that you heard a loud crash, you didn't take the opportunity to investigate if anyone may have been hurt from that loud crash?
I didn't know.
Oh.
Any reason why not?
No reason.
Any other details about the driver that you can recall?
And it's also something that struck me, Brooks, is that you didn't check on anyone either. You didn't check on any other person that you hit. So why would he? He doesn't have anything to do with it. You want other people to clean up your job, your dirty job. Like, as always, this has been a theme with Darrell Brooks. Every time that he gets in trouble, he needs someone else to bail him out. Like when he went to jail and his mom had to pay his bond. And then he was mad with Erica because she sent him to jail. So it's never his fault, ever. So the reason why now he's blaming this officer about the situation when you caused the situation, Brooks.
As far as further clothing,
No, I thought at some point I saw a Packers logo on his clothing or something to that effect.
did you put that in your report?
Yes.
At any time, have you read or saw a complaint in this matter?
We are out of questions. Back to the scripted ones.
No, just my report.
Any other officers that came to the scene? Because you made reference to officers was responding by the time you came back to give more details to the dispatcher. More officers were arriving. Do you recall if any one of those officers investigated the loud crash you heard?
I'm unaware.
But it would be fair to say that they gave reports from what they observed when coming to the scene. Would that
Yes,
be fair to say?
Yes.
Do you recall any of them asking you of a description of what you saw?
I didn't speak to any officers on scene that day.
Any reason why not?
I just left.
Seeing as how that you made the initial 911 call, I'm sure the officers were probably responding by that time anyway, but seeing as how you made the 911 call, you didn't collaborate with the other officers to try to, piece together what you may have saw?
He was an off-duty, out of his jurisdiction, which you love to call back to, in a different city. He didn't have to stick for anything. He called the 911 people and then he left.
I'll object to the characterization
That was the first 911 call.
I didn't say first. I said he made the initial 911 call.
Initial means first, so sustained is to the form of the question.
I love that. The Zach is so great. And initial means first, Brooks. So.
Besides, let me back up. After seeing the description on the news, did you say to yourself, that's the driver that I saw?
I recognize the driver as the person I saw on TV or social media. Yes.
Social media or the news?
I don't recall, probably both.
Both. Did you report that?
When I gave my statement, that's what I told them. Yes.
And did you report that description before or after you saw it on the news or social media or both?
I gave a statement the very next morning. I worked at 6 a.m. I reported it to my supervisor, who contacted Waukesha investigators and had one of our detectives take a statement from me that morning. The statement that I gave them was from my experience at the scene, not from what I saw on TV or social media.
So it would be fair to say by that next morning you had already seen reports on the news or social media?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
both?
Yes.
And your report was the next morning, so could it have been fair to say that that's where you got the description?
No. He's telling you that he got the description from what he saw that day, not from the news or social media.
No.
Did you learn any additional information that you don't recall having via social media or the news after you had already made your report?
I don't understand the question.
Did you learn any additional information after you had already given your report?
Learn information about what?
About the description of the driver, what had happened at the parade, anything?
Well, originally I had no idea what had happened at the parade. I thought it was just I witnessed a hit and run crash. I had no clue what had happened at the parade.
So you just said now you witnessed a hit and run crash, but you also said that you didn't investigate the crash that you heard.
Correct.
So how would you characterize it as a hit and run crash if you never investigate what you heard?
Because he heard a crash and then he saw a guy running. That's textbook hit and run.
Because I heard a crash and then the driver ran.
Well, you also stated, to be fair, that you didn't investigate the crash. So how was it any way to know what you were witnessing if you didn't investigate it?
Because I heard a crash and I saw the driver run. So in my mind, I assumed that was a hit and run crash.
Yeah.
So it was an assumption, you didn't know.
Yes. I heard a crash. I didn't see the crash.
Correct. So would it be fair to say that from the assumption that there was a hit and run crash, as you say, the only way to know for sure where the crash came from would be to investigate it? Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
And you stated for the record that you did not do that, correct?
Yes.
Right?
So why would you report it as a hit and run crash if you were not sure what it was?
Well, based on my training experience as a crash investigator, that's what I thought it was.
Oh, and now he comes. No one. He was just asked what he did for a living and who did he work for, but he never said what he was. And now Darrell Brooks knows that he's a crash investigator, and that's why he knows that it was a hit and run because of his experience. And that threw him off. Oh, you see that? You see that blinking that he did right there? He was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that I was talking to an expert again."
Did you talk to any of the people that lived in those houses to see if they had heard the same thing you heard?
I spoke to maybe a resident of the apartment or the house right there who just said that the vehicle didn't belong there.
Did they report to you that they heard any crash?
No, not that I recall.
Did they report to you that they saw a driver?
No.
So as far as you can recall, you were the only one that heard the crash.
As far as I know, yes.
No further questions.
Any redirect?
Please, thank you. You testified that you didn't investigate the sound of this crash, correct?
Yes.
Were you off duty that day?
Yes.
When you're off duty, do you carry a police radio with you?
Objection. That is irrelevant. It's an officer of the law.
That doesn't matter, Brooks. He believes that because he's a cop 24/7. That's not how it works, Brooks. If I'm in my day off, I will honestly take the call if someone is calling me for work, but most people don't need to.
Overruled. He may answer.
No.
So if you did get into a pickle, you wouldn't be able to call for backup, would you?
Objection. That's speculative. Still has a cell phone.
It's not speculative. He may answer the question.
Correct.
Your daughter, the one that we saw in Exhibit 65, I believe. 65. Is she a sworn law enforcement officer?
Objection. Irrelevant.
Overruled. He may answer.
No.
At the time you heard the crash but didn't investigate it, did you know that the vehicle that you saw had been involved in hitting dozens of people on Main Street minutes earlier?
Objection. Asked during cross. Answered.
Overruled. He may answer.
I had no idea.
When the driver got out, and just to clarify again, who was the driver?
The defendant.
Darrell Brooks?
Darrell Brooks.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name. And
Mr. Brooks, I'm sorry.
I don't consent to being called that name.
So noted. Next question, please.
Did you see anybody else get out of the vehicle?
No.
When you went back to check the vehicle, was there anybody inside?
No.
On this issue of the white clothing, can we please show for everybody exhibit number 120, which has previously been published?
Go ahead.
And remember, this was the Darrell Brooks' biggest argument in this session, the different color of sweatshirt.
You see exhibit number 120 on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
You see the person who appears to be behind the driver's wheel of the red SUV in that picture?
Objection. What is the relevancy?
Overruled, he may answer.
Yes.
How would you describe the color of the shirt that that person's wearing?
Light gray or white?
That's all I have for this witness.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
There you go, Brooks. Nothing that you said moved the needle. You spent an hour or 40 minutes asking questions to this person, and it was for nothing. But remember, you don't want to miss next episode. It's a great witness. I love seeing that this part of the trial. So be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And remember that you're great, that you matter, and that I'm really happy that you are here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.